first Halloween spectacular free tarot reads tonight, and we're going to have a good time tonight. So right now, I'm going to open the channel up here to anybody who wishes to join. So there is the URL in the description if you'd like to join live with me, and we can talk together about tarot, even go over your question if you'd like. All right. All right. So, hello, Monica. How are you doing tonight? Give me 1 second here. I'm just trying to send some links out, and I'll get to your question. All right. You want to do a love reading? Absolutely. I have no problem with doing a love reading for you. So, all right, make sure that because I have to reorganize my desk here. But yeah, so Scorpio, and you just want a general reading, or do you just want to talk about something specific? Let me know. And while we have people joining us here, I'm going to go ahead and start up a list because it'd be good to have, to have this kind of in order. Well, let's see if this will actually work. There we go. And it doesn't look like it wants to create a new list for me. So let's see if I can just make a new document and just go that route. All right. Or at least if Grail wants to help me out with this, that'll be also awesome too. But we have here Monica. Oops, I can't do it. And that's the only problem I have here. If I start typing, the screen goes blur and I won't be able to see it. Awesome. Monica, we have Asaph. And then we have, I believe that's it so far. So, all right. So Monica, let me go ahead and get my tarot deck here. So I had it over here. All right. If I'm being honest, you're my favorite reader on here because you go in depth and you actually explain to me what's going on. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know, it's a lot of fun to actually talk about these things. So, I'm going to give you 3 options here. As far as tarot reading, but you know what? I'm actually going to stick to my tried and true Angel Tarot deck. It's actually the first tarot deck that I actually ever used, that actually got me started into all this. So if it wasn't for this, or even that, you know, my mom actually bought it for herself, and that's how I managed to come across it. So if it wasn't for this deck, I probably would not be here doing a tarot read for Monica. All right. So we're going to do a couple things here. We are going to kind of see if, you know, if there's going to be any type of connection for the next few months for, you know, for 2020, and maybe in the early 2021. And then we can also see, even if it's a no, we can also see, what you could be on the lookout for. We wanted, because I wanted to kind of ask the question, like, even if you're not going to run into somebody, or make a connection, like, who can you look out for, or at least, what's a good candidate kind of thing, like, who can you actually pick up on and, see the signs and things like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. So what can you tell me about the Scorpio for 2020? Will the Scorpio actually make a connection with somebody that can lead to some type of relationship, in a loving relationship? Got a Queen of Earth, the Ace of Fire, and the King of Water. So there's a possible no that it's going to be that it's not going to be for 2020, but let's pull out a couple more cards to see if there's anything for 2021. So I'm gonna go ahead and reshuffle the deck here. And you'll also notice in the description of this YouTube video, there is a link there. You can actually join me live right now. So if you have a web camera or you're on your phone, click on the link, and it's very easy for you to join. And we can actually do a live session right now. No extra charge or anything like that. Just come and join the fun, right? I can understand if you don't want to. All right, so how about within the first half of 2021, will Monica the Scorpio want to, or will meet somebody in terms of love? We have the Three of Air, the Knight of Water. I want to see that that even number. If it's an even number, then it's a possible yes. It is an odd number, so definitely not within the first half of 2021. But let's go ahead and take a look at these cards here. And see what we can do in terms of what you can do for yourself, and who can you actually look out for, right? Like, who would like, what kind of person would you be meeting if this person was to come around, right? Because it's saying it's a possible no, right? And the same thing goes for 2020. So this could mean that you might start dating. It might, you might meet somebody within this next few months, within the first half of 2021. So we're talking about like 7 to 8 months here, right? So we have first here, we have the Three of Air, the Knight of Water, and the Queen of Water. And you are a water sign here. So I see you as the Queen of Water, which is actually here in reverse. And we have the Three of Air here on the other side of this now, which is also equivalent to the Three of Swords. Now, in the middle between these two cards, we have the Knight of Water. Just searching my feelings here, but is it safe to say that you actually had maybe more than one ex-boyfriend? Let me know if that's the case, because oh, you have your headphones. Here's the thing. I'm actually getting here that maybe the second ex-boyfriend actually might get in contact with you, and I feel that this second ex-boyfriend was actually a very hurtful breakup. Hence why we got this Three of Air and this Knight of Swords in this order right here, or excuse me, a Knight of Swords, a Knight of Water, excuse me. And it seems to me that, I mean, and this this could also be a little bit um, kind of a little bit far-fetched in terms of what this person wants, but this person seems to kind of like wants to get together and probably try to I don't know, the feeling that I'm getting here, is he a fire sign? You know what? Let's see here. We have a Mercury. Funny because we're in Mercury retrograde. I just pulled this out. So we have a Leo here. And you want to know if it's Kevin? Well, we can do a quick yes and no here. So should be really interesting. At 10, a queen, and a knight. So that's two evens out of 3 cards. So it's a possible yes on that one. And if I also look at these cards here, we have the 10 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Again, we're getting that Knight, right? We got the Queen of Water and the Knight of Water, which is you and him. And then, oh my God, this is so crazy. So I don't know if you saw me like Yvonne and I's live stream before, and we've been getting a lot of reversals. Like one would be upright, one would be downright, right? And usually it's the same card, but this right here, I have the Queen in reverse and the Knight upright, right? For this current reading, and then for this for the the question to see if it was a Kevin, I now have the Knight of Wands with the Queen of Swords in reverse. But we have in general we have a knight and a queen, same order. Now, what does this really mean? Well, we'll take a look at that in just a second here. But if I was to really search down into my feelings here, it seems that one person's always chasing the other. With this one here being you being a sword and him being the knight. It seems that maybe he was very passionate. He was very passionate in terms of his particular beliefs. Now, this can actually be a negative and a positive. Okay, he, for example, the fact that he can sell snake oil to you, right? Kind of lying, like he's pretty good at lying sometimes, but but it also comes to the point where he actually shows that nice sincereness of him, which actually is very true. So and then with you, it kind of like the way how he kind of talks to you. Okay, what happened to my video? Okay, that's really odd. Give me 1 second here. Okay, there we go. Oh, we dated 3 years ago. Okay, well this makes it's really interesting. Plus also the fact that we also have here 3 of air too, which kind of corroborates with what you have. But which is probably possible what it is. Now, what I'm getting from here in this current read is that he is kind of chasing after you still, and it seems to be I don't know. It kind of seems that maybe he might have turned over a new leaf, but do we really know if the intentions are pure in terms of him wanting to like kind of talk to you? Because it seems like at least with these other cards, when I was seeing if it was Kevin, like he was a hot stud, I think, to you, and you were sort of like the wind to his flame, like which is like you fan the flames for him. And uh-oh, can you hear my audio? Come on, what's going on here? There we go. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah? Okay. So he has a girlfriend. Well, I mean, well, let's look further into this, because I mean, just looking at the past, you're the wind to his flame, so therefore you kind of like increase the flame. So you guys kind of had a pretty hot thing going together, but now the both of you are actually water, and with him being a Leo, he's probably a water sign rising. That's kind of why I said here that I think he kind of turned over a new leaf. So um I think there's probably something that he probably wants to get in contact with you about. Let's pull some more cards here. We got the Hermit. We got the Nine of Air in reverse. And we got the Three of Earth in reverse. So it seems that he hasn't been really getting probably enough support in terms of his mental thoughts. It seems that I'm getting like instability. I'm getting let's see here, uncooperation, and maybe even like just some type of roughness in terms of bringing peace to himself. Because we have here the Nine of Air, which is also the Nine of Swords in reverse, and next to this Hermit here. So he's really kind of doing some soul searching here. With him being with his girlfriend, it probably is a good start for him, because like I said, a new leaf is turning over. You're not pursuing him, but he's definitely pursuing you. And then there's I think he's more on this emotional outcry for himself, um, and really trying to bring more peace to him. Now, we also have here the Four of Air, the Page of Water in reverse, and the Star card. So there's no like flame I'm seeing here. Like there's no resurrection of any type of relationship between you and him. I think it's just more like a peaceful offering. Hence why we have this Four of Swords here, right? And if you notice, like in the Four of Swords here, we have like the horses kind of like in a tranquil position here. And if I was to read some of these the things like the time to rest, take a vacation, like I really don't read the descriptions on these things, but it kind of comes in handy sometimes to kind of help relay the message here. So with the Page of Water in reverse, there's definitely not something he wants from you. Okay, it's not something in terms of feelings, because with the Page of Water, we can view the page as if like it's like some type of object, or it's just not like a pursuit of something, but he's not really into pursuit. So at least for this within this 8 months, right, it's possible that he could be contacting you. Okay. We have here the Star card here, which I think you can actually probably bring balance to him, because with the Star card, usually it's this right here is the Archangel, but usually it's a woman who's both on land and water. And you being a Scorpio, even though Scorpions are land-based beasts, they are water elements too. So you have a better ability than him to where you can actually be grounded, but also be attached to your feelings. So you can probably teach him something like that to kind of calm him down, it could probably just be something about like, you giving him some type of forgiveness. I think there might be like some forgiveness in order coming from you to him. Cause I feel that maybe he might have hurt you in the process of you both splitting up. So I would try to help him get his life in order, but it wasn't working out. So I mean, yeah, I could tell you right now that at least my feelings are saying that he is doing a lot better than he probably was before, but there's just some things that he just needs closure on. I'm feeling. So keep your heart open, but at least for him to come around. But and this probably explains why it's just saying like you're most likely not going to have the type of connection. You will feel his connection in a way, but it's definitely not going to be romantic. All right, very interesting read here, and let's just pull like 3 more cards to see what it's like for the rest of this year for you. We have the Knight of Air, the life experience. So you definitely will be going some changes here. a new beginning, some type of reboot in a way with this renewal card. That's usually the death card in reverse, and that to me right there is usually like a start of something. It's like something come to you in a reboot in a very very quick way. And the Knight of Air in reverse, you probably don't have to do a whole lot. It'll actually kind of come to you. I think you might actually get a little bit rewarded with some of your intentions and some of the things that you've been doing lately. I feel that you might have been giving of some sort. We have Ace of Water pointing to the right, with the Eight of Earth pointing to the left. So, and I just got through saying about the Star card. You being a beast, a water or no land beast, but you are also part of the water. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing as far as keeping yourself connected. As far as like this month, for the rest of this year, I think it's going to be okay for you. It seems that you will, you're kind of getting your bearings a little bit. I think we told you last time, if you was it you or somebody else, but I think we said that you had to kind of focus on yourself, or it might be somebody else. But with you, it seems like you are, you kind of started taking the bull by its horns, to where you actually started focusing on yourself, and you shall reap the benefits. Very interesting. All right. Yeah, so there you go. And so it seems that you probably might have been, taking that into consideration, and you probably did some meditation of some sort. You probably did some different things, probably change up your routine a little bit, which is actually a really good start, because little things always amount to bigger, rewards. So, or at least bigger effects. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so next up we have here is Asif. Who else is here? We have Shivani. And we also have here, I think that's it so far. Oh, and Andrea Cross. All right, so next up we have here is Asif, and just letting you all know, if you want to be part of the next read, like if you want to get priority in your next read, there is a donation of $5 you can do. Excuse me, not $5, $10 that you can do to bump you to the front of the list, and we'll get you to the next question. Therefore, you kind of bypass the entire line. Otherwise, right now the current queue is Asif, Andrea, and Shivani. So Asif, you're an Aquarius, general personal life reading with angel guidance. Interesting. Let's see here. All right, so you're an Aquarius and you want a general personal life reading with angel guidance. Well, let's see what we can do. We'll go ahead and use my angel tarot here. Thank you for the comments, everybody. I really appreciate it. And it's funny because since we're in a retrograde, here comes the X, right? So I'm talking about X's. right. Tell me about this Aquarius. What does this Aquarius need to know? The Seven of Earth, Ten of Water, the Knight, excuse me, the King of Air. So I could probably say that you've probably been doing a little bit of struggling, but on a good way though. It's almost like you're trying to put some extra work into like your effort, not just the job and stuff like that, but just trying to get yourself organized, trying to get yourself on, scheduled, on time, because maybe you haven't been on time a lot lately, but you've been trying to, really make a change. And I think one of the aspects of that is you're kind of tired of people, giving you a task and then you're not being able to follow through with it. And it seems that you've actually been kind of doing pretty well of some sort. Like you've actually been trying to, keep on task of things. So like this has been like a whole year event for you. And with this Ten of Water here, sitting right in between the air and the earth, I'm seeing a pretty good balance here. There's no fire sign just yet because there's really not much of a there's like no type of, what you call it, like old flames or like sex, burning desire, things like that. But I'm definitely seeing some some balance here. With the Seven of Earth here that I'm seeing that you're kind of probably trying to branch out, maybe trying to get some new contacts of some sort. And maybe you've been trying to control the things of what you say to people in a way to where you speak the fucking truth. I mean, that had to roll out for some reason. I feel like that's what you needed to say, that you needed to say the fucking truth. Because with this, in order for you to achieve the Ten of Water, which is a blissful life, a blissful family life, you're trying to surround yourself with the earth and the air, which bring these elements together, and being able to live in somewhat of harmony within yourself here. We have here the Three of Water in reverse, the King of Fire in reverse, and we got the Four of Earth in reverse. So you're really letting go. It seems that I'm not sure if you're in a relationship or not, but it seems that you kind of put relationship, if you are with somebody or you're not, you're putting relationship goals a little bit secondary, but you're putting your goals primary, and you're really kind of just kind of opening up your heart here with this Four of Earth in reverse here. Like you're kind of like allowing opportunities to transpire to where you can take advantage of those opportunities, and even especially trying to make new money. You're tired of people surrounding me, and I helped them in difficult times, but they disgraced me. Want new beginning in my life. Well, that makes sense, which is one of the reasons why you're kind of like opening your mouth. And you're just kind of like saying "fuck you" kind of thing, right? Like I just got through saying. And hence with this Three of Water in reverse, like relationship. Now the relationships can all, could be a loving relationship. It could also be just your friend connection relationships. But in any case, you're putting those secondary. You're kind of putting it on the back burner for now. But you are moving forward with the new you, with right here this Four of Earth. Now, what you need to start continuously do is keep talking your mind. Okay, this is the one step you need to take for your path, because looking at these cards and judging it by these cards, it seems that you've been kind of biting your tongue a little bit, and maybe holding back, because I think this Four of Earth was probably actually um, in positive, or like not positive, but upright like this. Whereas right now it's being negative because you're like, fuck it, my tongue has been bit so many times. I'm tired of bleeding inside my mouth. You guys are going to, take care of your own bullshit, right? So if we're to look at this to see what you need to do for your path, right, to in order to get you started on your path, because I mean, to still like, I still think that you're making some changes, which is the first step, which is a good step for you. Um, we have the star card in reverse, the ego card in reverse, and the life experience in reverse, which is also known as the tower card here. Um, I'm getting the sense that you need to slowly empty your cup of emotions. As an Aquarius, you are an air sign, but the Aquarius in mythology, you are dealing with somebody who is a cupbearer for the gods. And and it's funny that you said that you're tired of dealing with people, because the cupbearer, what happened is that Zeus abducted this boy who was apparently like super gorgeous to Zeus. So he brought him to Olympus to provide water to the rest of the gods. And and pretty much enslaved him at that point. But he was still human, so he wanted to actually help the humans by providing water to the Earth people of Earth. And by doing so, if people drank from that water, they would get knowledge, everlasting knowledge, and things like that. Like it's water of the gods. So Zeus got mad about that, but he actually tried, but still, Aquarius still tried to help his people. And this is sort of what you do in a way. Like you're kind of chain bound, and you're wanting to do something else, such as pour the water for the humans, for your human race, but you're still pouring and providing water to all the Olympians, right? Which is something you don't want to do. What you need to do is you need to kind of empty your cup. You need to empty your cup. You can probably do this with meditation, and by doing so, you really need to kind of like purge your thought of like of energy of some sort. Slow down. Okay, you need to slow the hell down. And anything that you do, as far as like little guilty pleasures, eating, sex, or things like that, slow it down a little bit, because you need to regroup and you need to pour your cup out. You need to pour your cup. You need to pour your cup out. Drain the water so that way new water comes in, because you've been keeping that cup upright, and the water has become filled with dust, dirt, debris of some sort. We have here the Unity card, number 5, which is also the Hierophant. We have the 9 of Air, and the Queen of Fire. So, and it's funny because I just got this saying that you need to kind of like slow down and fill your cup. We have here also the Hierophant, right? So if we look at this Hierophant, he's really studying the atmosphere around him, right? We have all these orbs with these different religions that are kind of circling around him. Think of the Hierophant as not as a leader of the people, but the leader of the faith. Okay, you need to actually kind of take hold of that, of what you truly believe and your rights as a human being, and be like, what, I don't need to take this. Like, why do I need to help you? You're an adult, you can take care of yourself, right? um, Especially with the 9 of Air here that I have, you could be it just seems that maybe you might have taken on too many tasks at once sometimes. And so but hence with you kind of use that to your experience to build up that task of trying to keep things unorganized, keep things on time, because you don't like it when people have to rely on you, or at least they rely on you, and but then you happen to drop the ball and they're like, why, what the fuck happened, right? So with you holding on, it's almost like the ten of wands in a way, right? But this is like the swords, and it's kind of harder to carry those swords because the swords are sharp. And with the nine of air, usually it's like a sign of, like bad sleep, sleepless nights and things like that. But how I see it right now is that, with the sleepless nights can kind of, point towards like, wasted energy while you're trying to hold on to these swords. And with the Queen of Fire here in reverse, along with this Unity card and the Nine of Air, um, I don't know. It feels like that you probably need to. I don't know why this would make sense, or it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't make any sense when I like with the imagery that I'm getting right here, right now. But I'm kind of getting the point of tipping the candle upside down. Like you need to hold the candle upside down for some reason. And as a matter of fact, that's okay. So what you need to do, and I'm kind of getting like this task that you need to do for yourself that'll help you with your journey here. And what you want to do is you want to take a candle, small candle, like, a red color, as a matter of fact. I'm seeing red. And take it, light it, and when it's lit, tip the candle sideways and let the wax drip for, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. And then study the drips and let your mind take in like the pattern or the imagery or however the wax droplets are there. Take that, formulate it in your head, and meditate on it. I feel like that's a focal point for you, that you need to look upon to help you gain that focus, such as this right here, right? And trying to bring this star card that I have here for you, try to bring it upright. Okay, so I think that's what you really need to do right now. You need to take like a candle, a red candle for that, like a short one too. Light it, let it drop for 30 seconds, and just kind of move it around a little bit. And then study the drops after they dried, and then burn that the drop, the image of the drops into your head. You can connect the dots if you want to in your head, or you can do whatever you want with it, but it's going to become a focal point for you. You want to turn it into a focal point that'll help you with your meditation. That way you don't get monkey brain where you start to kind of like divert off into a whole different subject and stuff like that. So I think right now you're doing pretty well. You are on the right path in order to bring some happiness to your life here. If you're telling anybody fuck off, I don't want to help you right now because I'm focusing on myself, it's perfectly fine. But then you also need to bring some peace, inner peace within you, and whatever this meditation gives to you. You can come back here and say, well, this is the kind of imagery and this is the things I've heard in my meditation. Can you pull cards on that? And I'll say, sure, absolutely. Let's take a look at that. Okay. So I do multitasking most of the times, which makes my life hell. It makes anybody's life hell. Like, who likes multitasking these days? Like, shoot, like it makes the brain get racked. Like I don't even want to deal with that kind of shit. All right. I mean, although, I multitask a lot, it kind of comes second nature to me, but, it still kind of gives me a headache in the end. All right, so that's, we already did Monica, we did Asef. Next we have here is Andrea Cross. After that is Shivani, and then looks like we have Ja S. Where'd my moderator go? Did Grell leave? He probably did. Then we have Book of Enchantments. He just deleted the comments. So I'm not sure if the person's still here or not. Then we have Priscilla. And Asin. Okay, so this is my list right now. I have Andrea, Shivani, Ja S, Book of Enchantments, Priscilla, and Asin. So first of all, you'll see in the description there's a restream link. You're more than welcome to jump into the stream and join me live right now. No, it's completely free. If you want to get jump ahead of after Andrea, okay, there is a $10 donation, which you can make at the PayPal link right there on the screen. Okay, send your payment there. Let me know if you've done so. Let me just double check and see if anybody has done anything with that. Nope. So if you want to jump ahead of the line, $10 donation. Otherwise, there is a queue here. Okay. So Andrea, I would need your first name, which I assume it's Andrea, with your sign and the question, please. And if you want to be after Andrea, $10. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let this one rest for a second. I'm gonna switch to my next cards here. My Prisma Tarot. This is such a cool deck right here. Okay. I try to do lives as often as I can. But I am trying to do a lot more, like, at least hopefully I like to do it daily, but time only allows me to do so much. But you can subscribe, obviously, and then check me out. Julia is the name and tarot's the game. All right, so Julia, your sign, please, and the question. Oh, you are okay. So everybody in the future, after Andrea, I will need everything to be please put into one single comment. It's hard for me because I'm working on the mobile app right now. So it's hard for me to scroll through the comments. It really helps me out if you could just put everything in one single comment, your name, the sign, and the question. And if we're doing a love reading and you want to include somebody else, make sure you include their name as well and their sign, okay? So we have Julia, who is a Leo, and we have Christian, which is Sagittarius. You want to know what Christian's current feelings are for you. Okay. Well, not now. Wait till I call you, please. Because if you do it now, it's still gonna float up to the top, and I won't be able to chase it. Okay, so just have your question ready and copy and paste. And when I call your name, paste your question. Okay. Until I come up with a better queue system, for now, that's just the way it's going to be. I'm trying to develop out a better system, something that makes this a little bit easier for me to deal with. And also up the production value too. Okay. Sagittarius and Leo, we got 2 fire signs. Holy cow, that's a lot of heat. How does the Sagittarius feel about this, Leo? So I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do 2 draws here. I'm gonna do one what he's thinking about, and if you were to, pursue him, what would it be? So let's see what he thinks about you right now. Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Cups in reverse, Page of Wands, he thinks of you as a really nice person. With the Queen of Pentacles here, I see him. I think how he sees you right now is like a very kind of a strong physical woman, because we have this right here, the Queen of Pentacles, right? And the Pentacles is kind of telling me, physicalness. Like he thinks of you as a physical type person. Probably someone who's very passionate, hence we have the Page of Wands, and he kind of feeds off of your energy. It seems like I think you guys kind of maybe flirt with each other a little bit, but the flirtation is actually very borderline. Like you guys talk, but then you kind of throw little hints here and there, like that, like, oh hey Christian, like you kind of blush maybe when you talk to him, or when you actually even just see his picture, you might even blush. But with the Three of Cups in reverse here, um, I think you probably tried to get in, like, to try to get some information on him, but you probably didn't get a whole lot of anywhere with this. I kind of laughed a little bit because I think you really wanted to kind of invest time to kind of see what kind of person this guy is, and to see if he's really worth the time too. Because I think that's kind of also probably like a flip question to your question too. How does he feel about you? Because you also wanted to know, is he really actually worth the time that you want to put investment into, right? I'm not sure if you guys are together or not, but I do see here though that he does see you as a nice person, someone who has ambition, um, and I also see him seeing you as as a person with like a physical attribute. But with the Three of Cups though, I think you're trying to, like, figure out something, because you're trying to get some more information to kind of see if it's really worth investing time into him. He likes me first, and I think he changed. Well, this kind of makes sense, though. I'm saying that, first of all, I'm saying that, or not first of all, but I am saying here that that uh, with the Three of Cups in reverse, like, you try to find out information about him to see, like, if it's good for investment. Maybe it's also, with me saying that, it's a good thing to invest time into. The fact that you think that he's changed, this can also corroborate exactly what I'm talking about right here. Like, if he feels that he liked you at one point, but then he kind of changed, do you really want to know if it's really worth time, to kind of invest time into, if he's going to be changed? And, if not, then fuck it. I want to proceed forward, right? So um, we have the Star card here, the Five of Cups, and the Chariot. So it's kind of funny, as a fire sign, he seems to, especially with him being a Sagittarius, because he's sort of like a go-getter. Usually Sagittarius are uh Sagittarius are like really kind of like, I know what I want, I'm gonna go for the hunt, the kill, and things like that, right? But I'm getting the Star card here, which is both water and earth type symbols. Plus, we got the cup symbol and we got the chariot. And I think he's kind of tied down by something. He probably got distracted with some love, like not love issues, but life issues. We have this right here. I think he still thinks of you as a nice person. Um, I think right now he kind of has like these different priorities at this point, which probably shifted. He's probably trying to get those things changed, or at least fixed, before he can actually proceed forward with anything, with anybody, for that matter. The Star card here is telling me that he's sort of like on the ledge. It's actually kind of funny by saying this, because we see here in the Star card, over here at the edge, right here, there's almost like a ledge on the side of a cliff, right? And then we got this dude here, almost hanging off the side of the cliff here as well. And the Five of Cups is usually all about, crying over spilled milk, like really focusing on the negativity instead of noticing the positive things that are behind you, or at least, like what's in front of you, like the like, for example, there's you're right in front of him, and you're like, you probably could be the best thing for him, but it's like, why the fuck is he not noticing it, right? He's just kind of looking at these issues. So I see him really investing stuff, and like, especially with him being Sagittarius, once he sees something and he really wants to get something done, he's gonna go and get it done. It's almost like a Capricorn in a way. And so I think he's kind of dealing with some, I mean, I want to say maybe family issues, perhaps. Uh, let's see here. I want to say maybe some family issues that he probably might be dealing with here. But I mean, whatever that issue is, it's really capturing his attention right now. Um, let's ask a simpler question. Should you pursue him? Like, should you invest more time to get his attention? Okay, so let's do that right now. We got a Seven of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and 20, the Judgment card. So a possible yes, but I think right now what you need to do, take it very lightly. Seven of Wands here with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Be careful where you step and what you say. Okay, take it. It's funny I just said that too, because look at this. We have here this person on the Seven of Wands, jumping from totem to totem. And then we have this woman here, like just kind of flowering her flowers here, right? So um, the feeling that I'm getting here is just be careful where you step, what you say, and things like that. The rewards will be good for you. Like things will come to you. The laws of attraction will provide, but you need to be very, very patient with this one. I feel, especially with the fact that he's a Sagittarius, the Sagittarius can become very ill-tempered because he is Centaur, right? Half horse, half dude, right? But the horse can be easily be scared off and become temperamental, start kicking around, right? And then apply that with a dude's mentality. They can get really frustrated, or just say fuck it, fuck you, I'm out. We have here the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords in reverse. So if you play your cards right, you actually might be able to kind of pull him out of this rut. It's not so much that he's changed. I think it just seems like he's probably a little bit more sad, perhaps. So you can actually probably bring him out of whatever this rut is. Give him some attention in a way to where you can kind of invite him places. Start off as a friend first, right? Take control of the friendship, and then have it mature. And it's kind of funny because we have this guy doing handstand on the bull, but we can also see this that he's taking the bull by its horns and leading the bull, right? So you can actually be this person to lead him into to a better happiness. There we go, into happiness. And by doing that, it's like good distractions of some sort, just saying hey to him. Hey, let's go get some breakfast and go for a walk of some sort. Or, hey, I'm getting some breakfast with some friends. Try to make it, less datey, but more like let's kind of hang out at first. And then as he gets used to, having breakfast with you, then you can start inviting the friend, and then it'll just be the two of you and stuff like that. And then therefore you'll be able to have like a more one-on-one conversation. And then you'd be like, so, I know about your sister or something like that, right? I know about your sister. You've been having some tough times with, like, I don't know, money perhaps. How's that going? And he'll start to talk to you, and at that point you're a little bit more further into the door, and then he'll actually probably give you a chance to where you guys can actually come together and then create something worthwhile. So, quick answer: should you pursue him? Possible, yes, but you just need to make sure you pick and choose your battles in terms of how you want to spend that time with him. Okay. All right. I like that question. Good. Oh, perfect. All right. So thank you very much for that, Andrea. That was a really good read. Next up we have is Shivani. So Shivani, go ahead and copy and paste your name, your sign, and the question. If it is a love person, then put in that person's name and sign all in one comment, please. That'll make things so much easier. I see we have some new people here. Mr. Ozone. We also have here Pallavi. And Sania. All right, so this is my list right now. It is Shivani, Ja S, Book of Enchantments, which I'm not sure this person's still here. Okay, I should be back online. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry because I'm trying this new. I haven't really fully set up my computer here, and I'm really trying to get it fixed. So I do apologize. But this is the list that I have right now. You've got to be shitting me. I know Shivani was one of them. My goodness. Ja S was another one. Um, I think Priscilla was another one. Asin, yes. Mr. Ozone. I see here Sania and Sanali. So if I missed your name, please let me know. I apologize because my KVM here is acting super weird and I just lost my list. Now I'm going to save it. That really, like, that did not settle well with me. Okay. Let's see here. Shivani. So, and by the way, if you want to jump ahead of the list here, because we have 7 people here. Okay, so if you want to jump ahead after Shivani, you want to be the next person. $10 donation. The link is right there. PayPal.me/Groove5. So right now we have 7 people. Let's try to get to these people first, and I'll start taking some more readers. If you're not on the list and you definitely want to read, again, $10 donation, please. Okay. In case it's lost in the comments, what can I look forward to next in love? Any message from you is appreciated. You are Taurus, Cancer rising, Aquarius. All right. Pallavi, you're after Mr. Ozone. All right. Let's see here. I think I'll stick with this one. All right. Okay. Okay, so Taurus. Tell me about this Taurus love. What's next coming for love? Any message from you is appreciated, and what's coming next for love? Okay. Um, let's see what let's kind of ask a broader question because I don't want to drop any I don't want to try to find out if you're gonna get any love within the next 6 to 8 months. Let's try to do something different. Let's try to make it to where um, let's see who this person is and what this person would think of you. Okay. I think it's going to be an earth sign for one thing, this person. We have 2 pentacles, the 10 of swords, and the 9 of pentacles. I think this person is probably kind of quick onto jumping onto a new relationship because he probably just got out of one. uh, it seems that he hasn't been in love for the longest time, especially the last relationship that he was in. Um, and he's kind of exhausted all his energy. But he is kind of quick to kind of, he's quick to pick up on anybody else because he probably figures that anybody else that he can land will probably be a lot better than the person that he's probably with. It's kind of funny how I say that because it probably is kind of true. Um, okay. We got another Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles with the Emperor card and the Fool. So you want to see something really cool? So we have the Eight and the Nine Pentacles, even though these are in reverse, but I think this actually kind of um, uh, makes total sense. And you guys are gonna freak out because that's why I love the Prisma card. Make sure I got this correct here. Yeah. So first of all, we have the Eight of Pentacles, right? Which was actually in reverse for you, right? But we also have the Nine of Pentacles here, and that's what's cool about this deck. If you put the numbers side by side chronologically, the cards actually formulates a picture, right? And if I was to probably find like the Seven of Pentacles, you'll then see like the link between the two. So I think this is really important, the fact that I'm able to pinpoint these things. Okay, now. Oh no, there we go. So this person is again, he's definitely willing to jump into a different relationship. With the Nine of Pentacles, especially with you, I think it's funny because you are actually you said you were an Aquarius, was it? No, you said you were a Taurus, and you have another Earth sign coming to you as well. So um, the Nine of Pentacles here, along with the Emperor sign here, this is kind of telling me like here's the funny thing: we have a female in this picture, and then we have the Emperor right here, and I think you are looking, I mean, don't take this the wrong way, not necessarily sugar daddy, but you're really looking for somebody who can hold his own, that could probably pamper you just a little bit because you probably feel like, well, I deserve the attention kind of thing. And this guy actually wants to do exactly that. He actually wants to pamper somebody. Like this is, kind of a cool thing, right? But um I think he's going to do this for a short period of time, though. Don't get too used to it because he it doesn't really come naturally to him as far as like how he can pamper somebody. I think it's just more like it's almost like a honeymoon phase for him. And then after, like, if you two decide to actually proceed forward in the relationship, the I wouldn't say the romance dies and stuff like that, but he probably doesn't even know really how to proceed forward because I think right now, like how his mind got trained, that I need to impress the woman in order to get them in, right? And even though he may think like that, he's still an impressive person, I think. Um, he could be possibly a very loving person, and let's go and pull some like zodiac cards on him too. Um, we got a Pluto, Cancer, and a Virgo. So he could be an Earth sign of some sort with Cancer and Virgo rising here. So, which kind of makes sense because with him being a Cancer, he definitely wants to, he could be really connected with his emotions, but still be kind of like, he won't really fully show himself. There's probably like some, some struggle there to probably bring him out of his shell. But with the Virgo here, like I kind of see it as almost if like he transitions into a Virgo after the relationship kind of starts to proceed forward, and he'll start to actually kind of be like the cupbearer to you in a way, but it's going to be more in terms of openness, kindness, and things like that, instead of doing the whole sugar daddy move. So let's pull some more cards here. If you're to proceed with a relationship with this person, let's see how it turned out. Got the Page of Wands, the Ten of Wands. Oh, you guys are gonna freak out. The Death card here. So again, you got the cards again. You got the 10, the 10 of Wands here, and the Page of Wands coming together again to create that picture. Right? It happened again with you. And I think that's really important. With the Death card, you got the Page in reverse here. Reverie in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So this one's kind of a 50-50 chance if this will actually be a successful relationship. I see it that it's going to be like flip-flop decisions, and there could be a possibility that it could come to an abrupt end, probably from you, because I think with it's probably because of the fact that he jumped into this relationship really quickly, and he figured that whoever I land with would definitely be better, and you definitely be a lot better person than his last relationship. But it's just like some of the bad habits kind of carried over a little too quickly. He didn't get over those bad habits. We have the Reverie, which he's very quick to move on some things, maybe even quick to decide. Maybe he might get a little bit antsy, maybe untrustworthy of you. Maybe he might get like a little jealous a little bit because of his last relationship. Because we also have here the Ace of Swords in reverse, along with the Three of Cups here in reverse. So could this be fixed? Could this relationship actually work out though? We have the Five of Wands pointing to the left, with the World card pointing to the right. So if it doesn't work out, there will be more frustrations. Five of Wands to the left. I think if you put too much passion, fire, sex, things like that into the relationships, I feel like one of you two might be kind of like, I wouldn't say kinky, but definitely want to, hit up on that sex role a little bit, because sex is important. But then, if you balance it out enough, right, there'll be less confusion, and you have the World card pointing to the right. Therefore, you'll be able to proceed forward, and you will be able to actually have some type of happiness. But it's going to take a lot of like, I wouldn't say willpower, just patience. Like you have to give it to him. He just came out of a relationship, and I think you definitely want to give people a chance. You're a very kind, giving heart type person, especially with the Taurus. The Taurus, was the bull. Like Zeus turned into a bull because he fell in love with this Earth girl, turned into a bull that managed to have sex with her. And that's kind of the thing. So, yeah. So the gist of this is, you have a person here who just got a relationship. He's a pretty cool guy, very intelligent, things like that. But then there will be some trust issues. There will be some maybe a little bit of complacency after you both kind of move forward into a relationship, which can be turned into a positive thing afterwards if you continue with your patience and give him a chance. But if you don't, and you just kind of ignore the issue, but you kind of continue having like a physical relationship with each other, just focusing on the romance because maybe you guys are just really super attracted to each other, then it's not going to work out that way. All right. So that's kind of what I see here, of who this person might be that you'll be meeting, and what to look out for, when you meet this person. And I think this person's going to be an earth sign. All right, give me 1 second here. I just got to respond to chat. Okay, so thank you very much for letting me do your read there, Shivani. Excuse me. All right, so next up we have is Jazz, or Jaw-S, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this deck reach, and I think I'm gonna do my Santa Muerta deck next. But that's a really cool deck, the Prisma deck. Oh, so awesome. But now I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my Santa Muerta deck, and the blah, 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 blah. I need to send out some links to some people, so bear with me 1 second. Okay, Jaw-S, are you still there with me? Yes, you are. Your name is Jaw, Scorpio. And SW is Aquarius. Will SW come back to me soon? And will I finally be his girl and meet his child? Oh, wow, it's a pretty heavy one. So there's kind of two questions. Just let everybody know, the next person after Jaw-S is Priscilla, then it's Asan, Mr. Ozone, Pallavi, Sanja, and I guess that's the same person. Sania. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it, because I was kind of, it is Sania, okay. And I have Sonali. I'm not sure if those are two different people or the same person. I might have spelled it wrong, but if you want to jump ahead after Jaw-S, it is a $10 donation. I haven't received anything just yet, but the donation link is right there in the caption. Just drop your donation there and let me know if you've done anything, if you went ahead and submitted that. If I have not called your name, you're still eligible for a priority read. So $10 for the donation, and then you'll be right after Jaw-S. Okay. All right. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. So I hope everybody's having a great evening. I'm totally enjoying myself right now. This is so cool. I just ate some candy earlier. I'm not very thrilled about that because I've been on this fitness journey. I don't know if some of you have kind of followed me before, but I've been getting into this workout regime. I have to go jogging tomorrow morning or else I'm going to totally regret it. Okay, so will Aquarius ask the Scorpio to come back, and we'll go ahead and simplify this. You want to know if SW will ask you back to be the girlfriend, and if you'll be able to ever meet this person's child. So let's ask the yes and no question, and then kind of branch off of there to see yes or no, and then why yes or no. Okay. And if it's a yes, obviously we'll find out more. If it's a no, why is it a no? And what was I about to say? Forgot what I was going to say, but we're shooting for 3 evens here. Okay. We have 12, the Hangman, 15, the Devil. So give me. I just pulled out a card, so give me a even number to make it a possible yes. And we have a 5, which makes it a possible no. Now, I did say possible no. Okay. But let's study this here real quick to see why it would be a possible no. Because maybe it might just come to the fact that he doesn't want you to be his girl. Maybe he just wants you to be just kind of close and not really an attachment, right? Maybe he doesn't want a relationship, but maybe just kind of, be with you, perhaps. So let's further look into this, because we have the Hangman here, we have the Devil card in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. So it seems to me that he kind of wants to be single for now. I have here, we have a person kind of like, kind of stepping over these skulls here, trying to avoid the green skulls and stuff like that. But I'm seeing this, it's almost like he's trying to kind of get past the people that want to be in part of his life and something. Um, with the Devil card in reverse, I feel like that he's kind of on this, or at least the Devil card along with the Hangman here that I have. Um, I'm getting the sense that he's kind of on this block right now. He wants to kind of, his mentality is sort of like, I want to kind of like, you know, be done with drama and, kind of change my lifestyle kind of thing. Especially the fact that we're approaching the 2021, he really wants to change his lifestyle. We have the Fool card here in reverse. Oh no, not reverse, but we have the Fool card. We have the five of Wands in reverse with the Six of Cups. So I don't think you're going to meet his children, his kid. We have the Six of Cups here in reverse. However, though, there's a possibility you can make a connection with him. With this Fool card here, and I have the Five of Wands, if you can actually come to him without the thought of, like, if I'm not sure if it's going to be like he's going to approach you or you're going to approach him, but if you ever come together, don't bring up relationship talk. Just be like, hey, treat it as a friendship. Oh, it's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Bring it up like that, and try not to. And I feel like that sometimes when you get especially with you being a Scorpio, I think you said you're a Scorpio, right? I think with you being a Scorpio, you can get really emotional very fast. Not just because it's a Scorpio, but I'm just talking about you as a person. Like if you really want to be with somebody, you kind of give like the droopy dog, teary-eyed puppy dog look, like I want to be with you. I really want to be with you, and you actually probably might wear your heart on your sleeve. Stop that. If you're doing that, stop that. I feel like that you need to. You need to be like this Five of Wands. You need to actually, need to bring less drama and more fun. Okay, and by doing that, you need to, we can also take this as a life lesson for you too, because there might be a chance that he just might not even come around too. But just stop with the puppy dog eyes. Like as soon as you get close to somebody, the emotions start to come out, and then that stingers, it starts waving around and stuff like that, and happiness, just like a dog, right? But then people are like, oh god, this, you must be happy, but like put that stinger away kind of thing, right? And I'm not saying it's like a bad thing, but it's like you really show your emotions. That's the thing. So let's pull a couple more cards to see what you can do to possibly get in contact with him. Okay, because there's a possible no that you're not going to get back together with him as far as relationship, but you will be able to talk to him, I think. So let's go. Take a look at this here real quick. Okay. So what can you do to start a conversation with him? We'll do that. Okay. I mean, the answer is pretty much obvious, but we want to kind of see this on a spiritual level too. And if you do talk to him, what would happen? That's kind of what I'm going for. We have the Empress in reverse, the Two of Wands, the Santa Muerta, which is also known as the Death card, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Friendship is the key thing here. And remember, I just told you need to knock that shit off? Knock that shit off. We got the Death card. We have here the Two of Wands, and usually I suggest that Two of Wands are usually like you following a path, like you're about to embark on a journey, but you're just kind of like researching it, and you're kind of looking ahead of you. With the Empress in reverse, don't go as yourself. that's kind of what I'm getting with this. Okay, you tend to create this facade in a way like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly good. But then the thing is, I think people can kind of read your bullshit when you're saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm perfectly good," like, "Why are you asking me?" But then you have like this kind of like a body language that people can read you like a book. Okay, you need to be genuine about actually saying that I'm actually being okay. All right, and with the Santa Muerte, stop it. Like put the feelings away for now and just be you. Enjoy life first. Okay, with the Knight of Swords here in reverse, along with the Two of Pentacles, like if you actually kind of slow down your speech, okay, if you slow down, if you slow down like the stuff that you're talking about, or your thoughts and stuff like that, you will actually start to bring in some type of connections. May not be with him, but it could also be with somebody else because you do have a sense of compatibility. It's just that you can be a little bit I wouldn't say forceful, but it can definitely become just maybe a tad intimidating. When I say intimidating, it's almost as if like you kind of throw yourself into the guy's arms, right? But in the end, if somebody does treat you right, just to kind of give you a compliment, you do have here the three of the three of pentacles here, and excuse me, with the three of pentacles, we're seeing you being cooperative. You can actually I see you actually kind of bending backwards for the person, and it actually would be a very beneficial one because it'll be like I scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of thing, but in a positive relationship way. So what you need to do right now is change your outlook about yourself, okay? Because you are a very powerful person. And I feel like that, a good confidence boost, especially what I'm telling you right now, feel the energy I'm trying to give you right now, okay? Like, okay? Like, let's, you know what? I'm breaking out the incense for you. Okay. I should actually be using this, but okay. So just think with me here that change your positive outlook about yourself. You're confident, strong individual, okay, and you need to step through that portal once you feel the confidence that you are actually who you truly are, not a facade, okay? Like you don't have a smoke screen in front of people, okay? um, just be one with yourself, create a ball of energy that surrounds you. You're surrounded by white light. Your you know your heart is full of love. With the love in our heart and the positive energy that surrounds us, please help Ja find the path that she needs to proceed forward, to communicate with the with SW, okay, on a proper manner, and lead her to the right path, okay? Lead her to the right path, help her stop her bullshit. I say this with love, obviously, but help her stop her bullshit. Help her be the strong person to lift up and not have to second guess and give off the puppy dog eyes, because love will find a way to you once the laws of attraction provides it to you. Okay, blessed be. All right, so that's what I have for you. So the gist of it: possible not going to get back together with him. You're not going to see his child. But if you actually do focus on yourself, stop the puppy dog eye treatment. Well, I don't say that in a way that you're forcing it, but it's just like you put your heart on your sleeve. Stop doing that. You can put your heart on your sleeve, but do it with grace and style and class, to where you're doing it with confidence, that you're not like, oh my God, I love you, but it's more like, I do love you and everything, but let's just be friends. I can handle this, and it's going to be a rough. It's going to be a rough adventure. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay, so good luck with that. And let me go get my drink of water. I shall return. Okay, water. Ooh. Oh, that's good. And I just realized I have my headphones on me too. So you probably heard everything I just said. Hooray! Okay. All right, so that was Jaw S. Next up we have is Priscilla, followed by Asan, Mr. Ozone, Pallavi, Sania, and Sonali. And has anybody made a donation? We're just gonna double check that right now. I don't see any donations, so proceed. We'll go ahead and proceed forward. So next up we have is Priscilla. So Priscilla, let me know your name, I assume, which is Priscilla, your name, your sign, and your question, all in the one single chat bubble, please. And while I'm waiting for that, you know what? I'm gonna do something fun for you, Jaw S. We're gonna pull a an acclimator card for you, just for the fun of it, while we wait. We give Priscilla like one more minute here. Oh, I pulled two cards for you. Okay, well, let's see what it is. First one says gratitude. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay. Today, I am grateful for all the little things. Even when the big things suck, there are always plenty of little things I can be at least a little grateful for, like hot showers and music. And the fact that humans invented an internet and I'm allowed to use it whenever I want to, using fingers and thumbs that do whatever I think them to do at any given moment. Okay, and then the second affirmation card, it says nature, which is a basic green card here. It says, it's time to unleash your inner hippie and step outside of the man-made box. I just said that to you too. Look at that. Take a walk in the woods, smell those flowers, hug some trees. You might think you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being a little tree huggery and stuff. But you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness is impervious to our jaded humor. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well, I guess you're a robot. So I just said it right now, right? So I said it to you on your read that you need to focus on yourself to gain that confidence, and then you got that card right there. Isn't that amazing? That's so freaking awesome. Okay, so the next deck I'm going to be using is the Gay Tarot deck, which is actually a really beautiful deck. I love this deck. Okay, let this one charge up for a little bit. Okay, you are Sagittarius. Any predictions on my love life? We're talking about love, baby. And if you wish to make a donation to my channel, which does help with the growth of my channel and allows me to do more readings at this level, hopefully for free, to continue with free, you can make any donation at any level you want using that link below. But if you want to jump ahead after Priscilla, if you want to get after Priscilla on your read and you're not on the list that I just mentioned, you can donate $10 right now, and I will give you a priority read right after Priscilla. Okay, you are a Sagittarius. You want to know what your love life is like in the future. Okay, well, let's take a look. Do you want it to make it like the other person, like how I did it for Shivani, where what kind of person you would meet and how would that relationship turn out? I think that's probably probably a better way we can probably word that question. How would that work out for you? Hopefully you got my message. There might be a little bit delay here. I'm going to assume that let's go ahead and put it that way. Like what kind of person you will be meeting. I'm assuming that you're single. Okay, excellent. We'll do it that way. Oh. We got the Sage of Pentacles, the Sage of Wands, and the Justice card in reverse. So the Sage is pretty much like the King. So we got the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, right? And this is what it looks like. And then we have the Justice card here in reverse. Okay. It seems to me that the person you're going to meet, I think this is going to be kind of a lucky catch for you. It seems that a lot of people have probably trying to pursue this person for a very long while, but they like it just hasn't come close. Hence why we have like this image of the people here, kind of so close yet so far kind of thing. Even though the Justice is not really all about that. I mean, the Justice card really is all about like balance. Um, um, Balance, law, order, things like that. And it seems that when you come into his circle, it might be the point where you actually might throw off his balance, but in a good way, because I think it's almost like you're kind of throwing a wrench in his work, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh my God, like who is this woman?" Right? Because I do see him as a very passionate and very successful type person. Like he, you know, like feeling wise, I don't think he's rich and everything, but he definitely does hold true to his job. He's very trustworthy and very loyal and what's the word I'm looking for? Dependable. Okay. Um, Ace of Coins. We got an Ace of Pentacles with the Two of Swords in reverse. So I don't see any conflicts here. This is actually a very good looking read here of what kind of person this guy is. And then we have the Two of Wands. Like when you actually meet him, I don't think he's going to be ready. Like it's almost like he's not ready for the relationship, but then he's willing to actually pass in for you, right? Like I see him actually taking the chance. Let's see here. I see him taking the chance, actually taking a foot with you, and putting wanting to actually put the work into you when you actually meet. So um, especially with the Ace of Coins here, he probably sees that it's a really good opportunity for him to actually gain something from you, um, like like a new adventure of some sort. Like maybe there might be some new adventures that you guys will be able to go by spending money. You guys, he'll actually be able to open up his pocketbook kind of thing, or even that the finances will come together to where you both be able to do things that you always wanted to do. But it's almost like you need another half to kind of help you pitch in the bill instead of just you pitching in like 75% of it. You want a 50-50, and you're not going to get any argument from him on that part, because I think you really want a 50-50 style bill when it comes to like a vacation. I wouldn't say dating or dining and stuff like that, but definitely when it comes to like, some commitments of some sort, like, um, making some big moves and stuff like that. I do see it that you both would have, you know, both stay in it and both be able to pick up the the bill, I suppose you can say it like that. Now let's see how this relationship would be like if you do pursue it. So we have the the 10 of coins in reverse, the 7 of wands in reverse, and the 7 of coins. It's really interesting in reverse. Then we also have the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Page of Coins. You're getting a lot of pentacles, and this person could possibly be a earth sign. So let's actually kind of look at something here. let's look into our zodiac cards and see what we get. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. Although I'm clinging to a cloud, I can't understand. I get misty. I got a fire sign. Just holding your hand. Venus. And Pisces. So this could be a possible earth sign with fire sign rising, Pisces moon, kind of thing. So here's the thing. There's a lot of reversals here in terms of how would it be with this relationship if you were to move forward with this person. I'm getting tons of pentacles here. The ten of pentacles, but you also have the 7 of wands and the 7 of pentacles again. Then you have the temperance card in reverse, the page of coins, and the ace of swords, which is actually in reverse. So this actually might turn out to be first a physical relationship. I think it's going to be a physical relationship first, and then it will turn into something more of a passionate relationship afterwards. Because this temperance card here in reverse seems like that he might want to take things a little bit slow. Like this is what I have here for the temperance card, right? That's what it looks like. We have a cook here trying to make some pancakes, right? Then we have here the page of coins, right? Next up we have here is the 7 of swords, which is actually in reverse, but that's the 7 of swords. And with these cards here, it just seems like it's more physical relationship than it is a than an actual real relationship, like a loving relationship. And I think he wants to take his time with you. So let's pull some clarify cards on this to see what it means. Oh my! Well, you have the priest, though, like the Hierophant pointing to the right, with the 7 of swords pointing to the left. Now, what this means is if you were to continue the path, don't rush it in terms of, you know, the physical, because I think you want, I don't think you want it too much to be physical, although I'm not sure if sex is important to you, but, you know, I do see some physical things here with the pentacles, and maybe it's all about the adventure or the travel, perhaps, or the opportunities. But this is what I have here. God, that's such a beautiful card. I love it. We have here the Hierophant marrying in these two gentlemen. So beautiful. I love it. Gay rights, y'all. I love it. But I'm not saying you're gonna get married, but I really do see it as being a successful relationship if you just let it just kind of do its thing. Don't try to make it that it's not, okay? And just have fun with the relationship, okay? It may not seem like it's official, but I mean, technically it's not official, but it'll seem like it's official. That's what I'm trying to get at. Because if you do try to push it, he's gonna take off. He's gonna take off, and then he's gonna have other plans to where he's just gonna want to, like, you know, okay, we're really technically not together, so let's just kind of like go our own ways kind of thing. He'll pull out that card on you. So that's what I have here. What kind of person you'll be meeting, and it seems like this guy is like really cool. Like he's, you know, probably an older gentleman of some sort, but he's definitely an earth sign, I think. and he's definitely willing to take his chances with you. He's willing to actually invest into you. He seems to be the popular choice amongst women. So um, you're not going to get exactly what you want in terms of relationship wise, like a loving relationship, but it will grow into something nice and peaceful, um, to where it'll actually become a loving relationship afterwards, if you just kind of let it do its thing. And that's what I have for you. And thank you very much, Priscilla, for letting me do your read. All right, next up we have is Asan or Asin. So Asin, if you're still here, please let me know your name, your sign, and your question, please. And while I'm waiting for that, after that, we have Mr. Ozone, Pallavi, Sania, and Sonali. And if you want a priority read after Asin, okay, $10 donation. Okay, and I'll take your question right after him or her, whoever this person is. And we'll actually do a little bit further in-depth reading for that donation as well. Okay. Your name is Vanessa. Okay, so you're her. Your name is Vanessa. And does Atticus, nice name, Virgo, have any romantic intentions? Okay, so let me use my Mystic Monday deck here. Mystic Monday is a really cool deck. My friend Yvonne purchased this for me. It has like a minimalistic vector style graphics on it. That's how I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and give this a quick shuffle here. Okay. Does Virgo have any romantic feelings for Libra? 4. 3 evens equals yes. I got Princess of Wands, which is an odd number. So last card, is it even? Even means yes. King of Pentacles. So we have a possible yes, that this person has romantic feelings for you. Now, here's the cool thing about this here. We have the Four of Wands, the Princess of Wands, and the King of Pentacles all upright. I feel it's secure. Okay, I really do feel that he actually, is kind of looking into your direction. I don't know. I feel like that maybe the both of you, like you guys are into each other, but might have played a little bit of coy with each other in terms of what you really want in this relationship. Because I have these two cards here kind of facing away from each other, right? Like here you are over here. You're like, hey, look at me. He's like, mm-hmm. But in any case, though, the signs are pointing to possible yes. As far as like you and like as far as him having romantic feelings for you, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Chariot, and the Two of Pentacles. So, and you did say that he's a Virgo, which is an Earth sign. I'd say the signs are pointing to yes. We have the Two of Pentacles here, right here. And with the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Chariot, I see that he is, I don't know. I think he's kind of playing it off a little bit, kind of weird, as if like he doesn't really want to show his true feelings. Maybe he kind of, I think he kind of wants it to be where you kind of show the feelings more than him. And I think it's like vice versa. You want him to show the feelings and not you. So you're kind of playing, like this little circle with each other. And hence why we got like this little, yin and yang kind of thing happening here with the Two of Pentacles. So pull a couple more cards here. Let's see, um, like some clarifiers here. We have Queen of Pentacles pointing to the right, and the star card pointing to the right. So if you actually, just keep doing your thing, I think. But the direction, it seems that at least with the two of you, you can actually be in his sight, to be like legitimately, a person that he can actually have romantic feelings for you. I'm not sure if you guys are together or not, but I do see it actually kind of leading to some type of romance and stability. We have the star card here, um, along with the Queen of Pentacles, both pointing to the right, which is right motion. It's heading in the direction that we want, and Yatsna. So I know everybody's been waiting. I'm just trying to get to this list. There's four of the people that I'm trying to finish with this list, and I might be able to take on some more. But if you need a read, which I think I just got a notification, but if you need a read, I do accept $10 donations if you want to be next on the list. Which I think I just got one. I just saw a notification come through. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, actually, no. Actually, I got a donation from Priscilla. Thank you very much, Priscilla, for your donation. I really appreciate that. Okay, so but for you, you said your name was Vanessa. Vanessa. How you doing, Vanessa? You said Vanessa. I like saying it. But yeah, I do see here though with you that I do see kind of signs pointing to yes. Okay, it's a possible yes, and if you actually play your cards right with this person, it can actually turn out to be something good. Again, I don't know if you guys have split, if you're together or not, or if you split up, or like if you guys should just like notice each other. But there's a possible yes with this one. He probably still has feelings for you, um, and oh, so you did split up. Okay, so um, I think the feelings are kind of strong here. We split up a bit ago, so yeah, I think he still has feelings for you. Honestly, I do. Um, you got a possible yes on this. Okay, and so which probably explains why the Chariot is here along with the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Chariot is probably, seeing that it's like very recent. He's just kind of going his own direction, and the fact that both of your cards are facing in the opposite direction too, which kind of makes sense. But um, I guess it's kind of leading to if there's reconciliation anytime within the future between the two of you, and um, you haven't spoken, so it's confusing. Well, yeah, that kind of happens in a relationship when things don't happen or go the way you want to. Um, yeah, it can. Um, it can lead to what was the point I'm trying to get? I'm sorry, I got distracted here. You said, oh, I was talking about like how when you guys split up and stuff like that. Sometimes the messages are not clear because you guys are trying to like put up this wall to show each other that I don't want to show my true feelings about to this other person, stuff like that, and it kind of gets really jarbled, right? So, I think the appropriate question at this point: will there be reconciliation? Let's pull a couple cards. I could be wrong about this. Let's see what happens. And if I'm wrong about this, I'll pull a couple more cards for clarifiers. Reconciliation, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, really good start right here. And the Princess of Pentacles, or Princess of Cups. So there's a possible yes that the both of you could actually reconcile. We do have the Six of Pentacles in reverse with the Eight of Wands upright, and with the what you call it, the Page of Cups in reverse, I think there's going to be conditions involved here. I think somebody doesn't like what one other person did, and that's kind of why there's like a disagreement with here. I think it maybe has something with him disagreeing with you. He didn't like what you did or what you had to say, therefore that's why the split happened. But there will be a condition involved if you two get together, because I think the feelings are still pretty strong. There's still feelings there. It could possibly work out. We pull a couple clarifiers here, and then we'll move on to the next person. We have a 3 of Cups pointing to the left with a 10 of Cups pointing to the left. So this is going to be a very, very fragile thing here. I mean, even though you both may reconcile, there's a point where it just might not heal. You know, but these are just clarifier cards, okay? Just keep that in mind, because they're pointing to the left, which is sort of like in reverse. So we can think of this either it's not going to work out, or kind of put it back to the roots of things. You know, like take a step back, try to start at a clean slate, and try to see like how can both of you make a compromise and change. Okay, so that's what I have for your read there. Thank you very much for your time, and let me do your read. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for your patience. Oh my goodness gracious, it is 1:11 a.m. 111, triple numbers. I gotta take a screenshot of this. Cool. That is so cool. That means it should be like triple numbers for everybody else out there in the world. I think that's super awesome. And the fact that I just did Vanessa, I just did your reading now, and I just noticed you had a 111. So if we were to reduce that down to numerology, that adds up to 3. 3 is the sign of creativity, the Empress. So you got to treat it as like a child. The situation. It doesn't mean you need to treat the relationship as a child, to nurse it back to health, but you do need to treat the situation, your feelings, your heart, with ease, with empathy, with a motherly type of touch. Okay, so I hope you feel really good about that, because that's not very often do I come across a triple number, repeated number like that during a read. All right. Okay, so now we have Mr. Ozone. And thank you very much, everybody, for your patience. Next up, we have Mr. Ozone, followed by Pallavi, Sania, and Sonali. And if you, after Pallavi, if you want to take on the 313 in the East Coast, well, that's cool. It's close enough, I guess. But well, that's because at this specific time it's 111. But hopefully, to me, it seems like it's a sign for everybody out there. Let's pay attention, right? Usually, when it comes to repeated numbers like that, if you ever see repeated numbers, people try to figure out what does that really mean. My personal opinion on that, when it comes to repeated numbers, is if you happen to be thinking about something and you're trying to come up with an answer or a decision, when you see those triple digits, the first, or at least the answer that you've been dwelling on, is probably the right one to go with. Okay, maybe take action on it. Or if you see repeated numbers, it also could mean that you need to pay attention what's just about to happen, or what could be happening, or what has already happened. Like it pretty much just come to alert. Okay. Okay. So for those of you who want to be after Pallavi, or just me, Mr. Ozone, excuse me, if you want to be after Mr. Ozone, it's a $10 donation. You get priority with a little more in-depth reading. And if you're not on the list, because right now I have Pallavi, after Mr. Ozone, it's Pallavi, Sania, and Sonali. If I haven't put your name on the list just yet, which I will eventually, you are welcome to put in a $10 donation. Just make sure you let me know in the chat that you did so. Therefore, I can go ahead and put you onto the list going next after Mr. Ozone. All right, so the next deck I'm going to do here is my angel deck. Your name is D. You're a Virgo. Will I find or get any new money opportunity this week going forward? Been looking for a while. Definitely hard, isn't it? So let's go ahead and take a look here. Oh, you know what I haven't used yet? I haven't used my Everyday Tarot. Let's use that one. Everyday Tarot is a really cool, minimalistic looking deck. One of my favorites. Okay. How long have I been on this stream? I don't have a time on here. I think I started maybe a little over an hour ago, I think. Let's see here. It doesn't show me. I think I'm pretty sure it's been over an hour. Maybe 2 hours, as a matter of fact. Okay, so will this Virgo get any new money opportunities this week? Two of Cups. And we need 3 evens to make it a full yes. We have a King of Pentacles in reverse. Looking good so far. And we got the Fool card. So this is actually pretty strong cards. They're actually really good cards. I mean, you have 2 evens here, which is a possible yes. At first thought I was thinking partnership with somebody, but it could just be that you might be meeting up with somebody, possibly an interview of some sort, perhaps. Just something you're going to be meeting up with somebody. Will you land this job? I mean, I'm looking at the King of Pentacles in reverse here, and it may be possible that at least not this week you'll be getting it, but maybe actually moving forward, you will actually receive something. You will be meeting up with somebody. Like I said, as an interview of some sort. I just don't feel like that it's going to be for this week, though. But I do see here that you've been really putting yourself out there a lot. I have here the Fool's card, and you've really been putting yourself out there a lot. And here's the Two of Cups. Okay, so let's pull some more cards here. Kind of see where this is going. The Hermit in reverse, 3 of Cups upright, and the 8 of Swords. So it seems that you might be a little bit of a bind here. And it looks like you've been getting some support, which is actually, not bad either. Are you in some type of creative role? Like, are you like, I don't know if it's about design, but something that kind of flexes like your creativity muscle, maybe something that has to do with like color or design of some sort, or I don't know. I just feel like that you're looking for something within the creative role. What kind of role are you looking for? Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So you are looking in a creative role, but I'm working on a musical project on the side. So that makes sense. And the reason why I came up with the idea of creative role, because of this, the 3 of Cups, right? 3 is usually the sign of creativity, because if you think about this, if we put 3 dots going across and we move one of those dots around, that actually creates an actual geometric shape. Or at least a flat geometric shape, right? So it's actually the first of its kind after 2 three becomes an actual shape that you can actually take form. So that's why I was thinking like maybe you're like in a role of creativity of some sort. Now, it seems like you're getting support, which is fine. Um, I think that you are kind of struggling here a little bit. Um, trying to get some some stable income perhaps. Um, but you are getting a lot of pentacles here. We got a Queen of Pentacles. You got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. You're getting a lot of pentacles here. This is actually pretty cool. The Three of Pentacles. And the Magician. Now, the Magician is actually in reverse. The Three of Pentacles is actually also in reverse too. All these other Pentacles are actually in reverse. But how I see it though, like with the Queen of Pentacles, again, that's creativity, that's nurturing the, nurturing the talent, nurturing the situation, and you're being very responsible, I think, especially with the Five of Pentacles being in reverse. You're not afraid to turn down a helping hand, whether it's money, whether it's connections, networking with people to try to get into a job of some sort. With the with the Seven of Cups, it seems like your options will come to you eventually. Just be careful what you wish for, because I think you've been kind of making some, I wouldn't say outrageous wishes, but you've definitely been making some landish wishes, saying stuff like, "Oh, I'd give anything to get this job. I'd give anything." Like, "Oh my God, that'd be so cool." Like, what would I do? Or what should I do to get this job? Right? Like, so be careful of your wording, because the laws of attraction is listening, and it may make you sacrifice something that you don't want to sacrifice. Okay, so you need to be careful about that. With the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, I feel that maybe once you get into this job, you won't probably have to work too hard, but there's going to be a lot of repetitive learning for you, but it's going to come to second nature for you, I think. For example, I think it's going to be like, sort of like, what am I thinking of? I think it's going to be something like, oh, this is a piece of cake. I got this in the bag kind of thing. Like once you get hired, it's almost, going to be like a natural of some sort. Because I think you've been trained on it too. Okay, but be prepared to have creativity block, because I think you've actually been kind of going through that a little bit. You might have been beating yourself about that too, especially with your current projects. Perhaps you get a little bit of creativity block. You've been kind of hoping that, like, why can't I just keep a clear mind and just do my thing kind of thing, right? So I'm not saying you have it now, but it does happen with you quite often. So let's pull some clarifying cards here real quick. Well, you got a Seven of Wands pointing to the left with the Six of Cups pointing to the right. And you're getting a lot of cups too, and pentacles. And that's so like, it's like so, like, I would say it's bizarre, but man, I've been putting tons of pentacles for you. So there, my heart says, money's coming your way. Just be prepared for some obstacles. This is going to be a kind of a roller coaster for you, okay? But money is coming your way with all these pentacles and cups here, okay? The Seven of Wands here, be prepared. If you don't heed this warning, that you're not going to prepare yourself, that there's going to be, even though you got yourself into a job, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I didn't expect it to be such a roller coaster and stressful. Be prepared for the stress, okay? Because if you don't get yourself prepared, and when I say being prepared, because we can never be prepared in terms of what's going to come, right, from a new job. But what you can do is, using meditation, proper diet, exercise, and just kind of treating to yourself and your pleasures that keeps you happy, okay? That's how you keep yourself prepared, okay? If you ever join the live stream where I collaborate with Indigo Mermaid TV, we have a slogan saying, meditate and masturbate. I'm not joking with you. And what I mean by that, and what we actually talk, and I actually talk about this quite a bit, the importance of that, because it is sexual, but the importance of that, and you're probably like, dude, that's like no problem. That's like 5 days I do that like what, 5 times a day, right? I'm just kidding, but like I mean, shoot, if you have to if you need to like bust it 5 times a day, hey, I cannot be a judge on that. But no, the reason why I'm saying to meditate and masturbate, because when we actually go into sex, right, when we actually have an orgasm, right, the orgasm actually pushes us into like this huge euphoric state, but the euphoric state lasts no more than maybe 3 seconds. You still feel good during that time. It might last minutes, maybe even longer than that. But there's one spot that happens right when you bust, right when the orgasm hits. It's like a 3 second, maybe 5 second window, but it's really, really short. That's a time when you can actually get connected with your chakras, your spirit energy, your aura, the universe, stuff like that. Be prepared to have like a prayer. I know it's kind of a buzzkill because we don't want to be praying while we're busting here. But the thing is like when you're honing into that window of opportunity, you know, you can have fun with it while you're enjoying yourself. So when you next time when you're kind of treating yourself at night or day or whatever, and you get into that zone, you'll feel it and you'll be like, I'm one with the earth, one with the energy. I am one. My chakras are positioned in their alignment. Or you can say something like, with the love of my heart, the white light that surrounds me, please universe, my ancestors, please guide me on the path that I need, and then just kind of like let it flow. And then from that point, you can just kind of relax and enjoy yourself. Okay. So um um so if you do prepare yourself, because I didn't go over the Six of Cups here, if you do prepare yourself, I actually do see something in terms of romance, maybe. Because I'm not sure if you're single or not, but I think that like your love life will actually start to pick up once you get yourself more prepared for the stresses that's going to coming ahead of you, um, and um, not just romance, but also you'll be making a lot of networking. Okay. So, and I say this because we have, the Six Cups right here. We have this, right? And usually it's like a childlike, adolescent, fun connection kind of thing. And that's kind of why I'm saying that you might meet somebody, or you might get into a deeper romance with your current person that you're with, or you said you're single. So and then the meditate masturbate will definitely come in handy at this point. And I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, like I do believe that you will meet somebody that will be within your zone. When I say the zone, like it's going to be like within your aura, like actually really appreciate who you are as a person. Just really get your chakras aligned, get uh, your spirit aligned. If you're not exactly sure what chakras are, look it up on Google. There's lots of videos out there in terms of how you can get your chakras aligned and stuff like that. And yeah, so thank you very much for letting me do your read on this one. It's a very interesting read, as a matter of fact. And I hope that comes in handy for you. Okay. Meditate a lot. Meditate a lot. I'm just kidding. That's good that you meditate a lot. So, but I hope that comes in really handy for you. I do. But to give a summarize here, I think that you will have money coming to you. It's definitely not going to be within this week, but it definitely will be coming to you very soon. Okay. All right. Very good read. Whew. Okay. Release that tension. Release that energy. Whew. All right. So. Okay, Pallavi, you are next. Next up after that, I have Sanya and Sonali. I might be closing off the reads after that because it's already 1:30 my time right now. It's getting really late, but um, I do have two other people. If you want to have a reading by me, either after Pallavi or anytime in a priority, because this will bump you up to the priority or at least guarantee you a spot. $10 donation, please, using the link below right here. Oop. Um, right here. Okay. Donate $10 to that. And oh, thank you for, yeah, I saw your donation. Oh wait. Oh yeah, your not your donation, but your question. I'll definitely get to that. But yeah, I will put you into priority queue after Pallavi with that $10 donation. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. And just let me know in the chat if you've done so. Okay. Okay, Pallavi. Your name is Pallavi Sharma. You're a Sagittarius. I want to know current feelings of Rakesh, for me, please. No communications. Do not know his zodiac sign. Okay, that's fine. But you want to know his current feelings for you. Well, let's ask the zodiac. Um, see what kind of sign this guy is. Rakesh. Possible Earth sign. I have a Sagittarius and a Gemini. So he's probably Earth sign, maybe like a Capricorn, perhaps, with Sagittarius, Moon, Gemini rising. So we'll just call him an Earth sign for now. And I will go ahead and use my tried and true Angel Tarot. So how does Rakesh, you guys wouldn't believe that I actually just started learning. I'm freaking 40 years old and I just started learning how to roll my tongue last year. Isn't that crazy? Like I'm so happy and thrilled that I can actually do something like that. I'm a nerd, I know, but or a dork, however you want to call it. Okay. How does this Earth sign feel about this Sagittarius? Okay, we got a 9 of Pentacles, the Knight of Earth, and the 2 of Fire. It's funny because I pulled up that Earth card not too long ago, and I got 2 Earth signs and 1 Fire card. And with this 9 of Earth and this Knight of Earth, the 2 of Fire, it's funny. I don't see it romantic, but it can definitely lead to romantic. Let me pull a clarifier on this real quick. Can you pull the clarifier, please? So at first, it's not. I have the Empress pointing to the left here. So it's not wholly romantic from the start here, but I do see him seeing you as, like, kind of a normal person. He's willing to actually kind of talk to you some more. Hence why we have this 2 of Fire here, right? The 2 of Fire is reminiscent of the 2 of Wands. We think about this as in terms of like passing, we're kind of looking forward to the gateway. We're kind of looking at, what's ahead of us and stuff like that. So he's willing to, you know, to talk to you and get to know you and stuff like that. Um, but he's not really looking for anything. He's kind of slow in terms of, maybe expressing his feelings of some sort. Like I don't really actually see him like really expressing his feelings, seeing that he's probably an earth sign right now. Let's see here. We got the 3 of air, the 9 of air, and the 4 of earth. So we're getting another earth sign here, and we got all these air cards with 1 fire sign, which is for you because you said you're a Sagittarius, which is the 2 of fire, which he's willing to actually step through for you to kind of get to know you more. He really doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. He doesn't want to get into any type of feelings, I don't think. I'm just seeing here that he just wants tranquility. He just wants to kind of like avoid BS. I think he's been probably kind of going through some tough times right now with his 9 of air here. Yeah, and he's kind of like contemplating his life a little bit, I think. Probably trying to make sense of his career, perhaps. Maybe his financial situation. Seeing that we're getting a lot of pentacles here, he's definitely on track about something. But as far as romantic feelings for you, I don't think there's any romantic feelings. He might even say, like, "Oh yeah, you're really cool. I like you," and stuff like that. But then I think that's kind of the furthest he'll go. I don't really see it developing from there, because if you actually do try to push development, developing it into something more than friends kind of thing, he'll push back and by not even responding to you at all. So let's pull some more clarifiers here. We got the renewal pointing to the right with the sun pointing to the left. So we do see some signs here that something can start. As far as relationship goes, it'd be more like a friendship or platonic thing to start off with. That's really all I see right now. I don't see him really going like, being full of energy right now. As a matter of fact, I don't know if he's really compatible with fire signs a whole lot, because I have the sun pointing to the left. But you as a person, like if you're a little bit extrovert, you can probably dial back just a little bit. You'll be able to actually kind of maybe talk to him a little bit more. But let's pull some more cards on this one. We'll pull 3 more cards to see what's up. Queen of Fire, King of Earth, and the Knight of Fire. Yeah, I kind of see you surrounding him. But he's not a whole 100% ready. Because I have the King of Earth in reverse here. He is going through some financial stuff. Yeah, and I just got to say, like right now, that he's really focused on something right now, and it could be financial. Trying to get his life in order. But with this King of Earth, usually that's this is like a sign saying, like, that they know what they want, they have everything they need, but he doesn't. But you, on the other hand, you're pretty much ready to go with the Queen of Fire and the Knight of Fire. Like you're ready to kind of like get on that horse and kind of buck around, and you're willing to actually give him the love and support. But maybe that's just not really exactly what he needs right now, is love and support. He could definitely use support, but not the loving part. Like, I mean, you can love him, but as a friend kind of first, and, don't bring it as a romantic love kind of thing just yet. But let's ask, can this actually turn out to be a loving relationship? Well, I got all these reversals here. I got 3 of fire, the 5 of air, and the 5 of earth, all in reverse here. I'd probably say the answer is no just yet. You know, so the summary of this right now, what I'm getting is that, you know, he's willing to actually talk to you. He's willing to actually invest time to get to know you and stuff like that, but don't expect any miracles of relationship from him because he is focusing on his life right now. I think that's more upfront and in focus right now. You can surround him with your support and stuff like that, but try not to be too clingy, stuff like that, or else he's going to catch on and he's just going to push you away. But as far as loving relationship, that's really not on his agenda right now. So I hope that that vibes with you. Thank you for letting me do your read on that one. Okay, so somebody has an opportunity to submit a $10 donation to get a priority read right this very moment. Otherwise, I'm going to be moving on to Sanya. You're very welcome. All right, Sanya, if you're there, go ahead and post your question. Oh, excuse me. If not Sanya, then Sonali. Sonali, are you there? Going once on both of you, going twice. Okay, so I will take 2 more people. And this is going to be random right now, okay? So I'm sorry if you've been waiting for a while or if you just got here. I'm just going to take the random question right now. But it has to be by these rules: your name, the sign, and the question. If you are going to do a relationship with somebody else, I need both of your names and both of your signs, please, all in the same chat. Please don't do separate ones. Otherwise, I'm just going to skip that one because that's too much for me to follow right now. All right. So if you already posted it, right now, Pavli Singh just said thank you. So anything after Pavla's thank you message, I will accept. Okay, OG Mask, Robert, Leo, how are my manifestations working for the blue moon? Very interesting. I'm not exactly sure what that means, unfortunately, but let me pull out some cards here. And then please forgive my ignorance on that, about what you're talking about here. But I'll go ahead and pull some cards and see what, If you're willing to help clarify that, OG, that'll really help me out. Ah, okay. I see what you mean now. Yeah. I didn't see it as blue, but I did see it as full. But I've never done a reading like this before about somebody's manifestations, but let's see. Let's try this out. Judgment in reverse. 6 of Cups. Okay. We got the 3 of Cups in reverse. Well, if we were to look at this as a yes and no, if what you're doing is right in terms of your meditation and your manifestation during this time right now, I do have two evens out of three cards total. So that the possible yes that you are kind of doing this right. So there's a big if with this one right now. I feel like with this judgment card though, uh, with this being the 20th card here, um, did you see some type of constellation in your meditation of some sort? Like um, I don't know. I'm just seeing dots and lines, and it almost looks like constellation as I'm focusing on this card here. Um, you might have interpreted it as a constellation, and that's how I'm actually picking it up. But for some reason, it's saying, "Oh, Sonia, there you are. I'll catch you next right after OG. So hang tight, okay?" Um, but yeah, so I don't know. I'm just getting something about in terms of you seeing some type of constellation kind of image. You thought it was constellation, but for some reason it's saying like this is saying that that's not exactly what it was. Um, I have here the Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Tower card. Um, lavender energy balls. And I think I probably did see them. I just forgot how it looked. So, because I did say dots, there were some dots of some sort, and they were kind of connected by lines. That's kind of what my vision was that you might have seen. But to me, I think this means that, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because I'm over analyzing this right now because it's a very interesting read. I've never done a reading like this before, but um, or not never, but not often. But I do. I'm feeling here that it's almost as if like this is some sort of like path. Like it's almost like a map of some sort. Like these energy balls that you're seeing here were almost like focal points within your brain, and these focal points within your brain is some sort of like goal, feeling, goal, and point, like a compass of some sort. And I'm thinking like they're probably the different sizes of some sort. They're not really equal in size, and I think there might have been six of these orbs that you might have seen. Um, Three of them are definitely sort of like brighter than the others, which was actually kind of pointing to the right of some sort. I don't know if that really makes any sense or not. I'm just kind of looking into my heart and my feelings of what you could have been thinking about. But if we're to look at these cards here to kind of think about what this is talking about, um, it seems that you might have misinterpreted the sign here. Um, you probably thought of something. Uh, I don't know. Like, I think you probably saw it as a scale of some sort of like yes and no, where right is yes and left is no, and then you saw it pointing to we saw like the three largest orbs, see the three brightest orbs pointing to the right, therefore choosing that particular decision. I'm not saying it's yes or no, but you kind of use that as a decision, and that's not exactly what it was supposed to be about. As you kind of analyzed it afterwards. Um, it's more like a path of some sort, and it seems that I don't know. This one's kind of weird. Um, with it pointing to the right, I think it's more like direction. I'm seeing direction here with the Six of Swords here and the Ten of Cups here side by side. That if you were to actually just kind of move forward, um, you need to move forward in your path and actually be very quick about it, I think. Like whatever you're doing right now in terms of like your meditation style, the way how you're handling your day-to-day life, or even that how you're handling your spirituality and stuff like that. I feel like that you might be going a little bit too slow. You need to kind of pick up the pace a little bit. Now, how can we pick up the pace? This is this is really odd and very interesting. So let's find out. We got the Strength card in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles, I think you need to ground yourself more. We got these pentacles here, and then we also got this for example, we have this uh what you call it? We have like this excuse me, this Queen of Pentacles here in reverse, but it kind of tells me like if you look at this how the person's kind of climbing down the ladder, that's kind of why I'm thinking like you need to come down to earth a little bit, bring yourself a little bit to more a little bit of reality, still staying spiritually connected and still having your goals of fights and fancy and stuff like that, but just tone it down a little bit, bring yourself down to reality a little bit, be realistic about some of your goals because you have a lot of goals, I think, and you probably need to like kind of like be a little bit more realistic on some of these goals first because some of these goals are not going to be very achievable with this Two of Wands here in reverse, and you may see the goal, but that's not really the goal that these long-term goals that you're thinking about are probably not the right ones, or at least they're not ready to proceed forward yet. Because we also have here the Four of Pentacles, okay, and so again, it's bringing me to even though it's all about like holding on to your money, or the Four of Pentacles, like just kind of being, um, you know very stingy about your possessions, but how I see it, it's almost as if like I kind of see it, it's almost as if like you're kind of walking through thick mud, so to speak. So that then by doing so, you're going to want to, that's going to slow you down too. So I think the main gist of this is about, having to slow down in your path, um, and try to narrow down some of your goals, to something a little bit more achievable first, and then shoot for the large ones afterwards. Because I think some of these were kind of probably a little bit um, like ambitious, perhaps, but maybe too ambitious, perhaps. Not to try to, demotivate you or anything. You could still keep onto those goals, but just try to, either find a more efficient way of completing those goals, or look at ones that are actually a lot more achievable first, finish those ones, and then move on to the more harder ones. Um, Give me those clarifier cards here. Weird. I have here the Wheel of Fortune pointing to the left. Okay. And then we have the World card pointing to the right. So, yes, yeah, Sanya, I'll definitely get to your question in just a second. I'm just finishing up with OG. It definitely does make sense because I'm talking, I was just pulling out these cards right here saying that you need to come down just a little bit. And like I think you're looking for stuff that where it kind of makes you a little more successful, right? That's kind of why the Wheel of Fortune is pointing to the left. If you actually start doing those things where you feel like it's going to be more successful in life, it may slow you down a little bit. You might start moving backwards a little bit. Whereas moving to the right, as what you just saw, those three orbs pointing to the right, we have the World card pointing to the right, right? In the World card, as I said, Earth symbol, walking in mud, slow down a little bit. So I think that's kind of what the message is probably trying to tell me here. This is a very, very interesting one. It really kind of made me work hard to feel what this one is, and I actually really enjoyed this one too. So summarize it. The orbs is more about direction and continue with your goals, but do the more achievable ones first. Okay, because right now I think you're kind of doing with the long-term ones first, or even that, some of these goals are probably not benefiting either. But do ones that are beneficial to you, but a lot quicker to achieve. Are a lot easier to achieve first, and then you can go into the harder ones, which will then take a lot more time, but then the rewards will come to you a lot better. All right. Thank you for letting me do that read. That was a really interesting one. Okay, so Sanya, thank you very much for coming back, Sanya. So you said you posted your question. Yeah, go ahead and post your question. Like, please copy and paste your question if you can, because it's hard for me to kind of scroll through this here to find what you posted. So go ahead and post your question, Sonia, and then I think she's going to be the last person I'm going to be taking right now. If you want to be after Sonia, I will definitely take a $10 donation if you'd like to take a reading after Sonia. Okay, that'll definitely guarantee you a deep read, a little extra time with me. Okay, so Subhajit have any romantic? Okay, does Subhajit have any romantic feelings for me? What he feels? My sign is Capricorn. We are just friends. So, can you tell me Subhajit's sign? Do you know his sign? And if not, let me know, and I'll go ahead and try to see if I can look it up. He's a Libra. Okay, cool. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Subhajit, or it's probably pronounced Subhajit. If I'm pronouncing that right, Subhajit. We'll probably call him Jeet for short. Or I'll just call him Libra, actually. So how does Libra feel for the Capricorn? Does the Libra have any feelings for this Capricorn? So 3 evens gives me a positive yes. We have 11, 5, and Queen. So it's a definite no on this as far as romantic feelings. Okay. Now, even though I have a no in terms of romantic feelings, I do see here though that he does have some, what's the word I'm looking for? He has like some prejudgment about you. Like maybe that you kind of maybe judge people pretty quickly kind of thing. Like you're probably a judgmental person. You probably don't see it as a flaw, but then some people might kind of feel it's a little bit kind of harsh. But he does like being around you. I do see this. He actually thinks of you as a really nice person. As a matter of fact, he thinks of you as a very giving person. As a matter of fact, did you give him like a gift sometime soon ago, like sometime this year? Did you give him a gift of some kind of just like a like a oh yeah, I just got you a gift because I was just thinking about you kind of thing. Um, what he thought about you. You live far. That makes sense. But I mean, even with you guys living far, you guys could probably still send gifts to each other. But you know, I just figured that he might have given you something. Like it could be anything, maybe even an e-card of some sort. But he still likes to he still likes you as a person. Um, as far as like how he feels for you, I mean, I'm not seeing much of a romantic cards being pulled here. I got Four of Swords, the King of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands in reverse. So this is actually pretty neat, and I think this is actually very important. I love showing this off. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So when you put these cards together, okay, you didn't gift anything. Okay, that's fine. I was just wondering if you did. But if you put these cards together, it actually forms a picture. So cool, right? And now, but these cards are at least the Knight is actually in reverse, and but the Queen is actually upright. So I'm not seeing any romantic feelings in this one. Okay, unfortunately, I do see him still talking to you. I still think he, you know, it could probably develop into something perhaps, but um, I feel like that he might show off a few things to you, like maybe like a job, or he probably bought something, or it's like, oh, how do I look in this picture? I just took these pictures. I went somewhere, how do I look and stuff like that. Um, like, I think you guys talk a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Excuse me. Yeah. So again, I'm getting more pentacles and more swords here. Um, So these are multiple questions right now. Right now, I'm just answering just this one for now, Sonia. Okay, that's two questions. So right now, I'm just focusing on how he feels for you. Okay. Um, right now, because I don't see him really kind of going towards any type of of relationship, and stuff like that. Especially with the Ace of Swords in reverse, he's not really talking to anybody else either. So, but I don't see him moving forward in anything. No, no, it's okay. You're fine. I don't see anything here in terms of relationship moving forward in any direction with anybody right now. But I think you actually have the upper hand if you were to actually start something with him. I have here the Six of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So you definitely do have something. You have a pretty good relationship with him. When I say relationship, you guys have a pretty good understanding with each other and so forth. To answer your question, he does like you a lot. Romantically, I don't see romantic feelings just yet. Okay, he's probably not ready for it, but if over time, and pull some clarifier cards here. Um, I have the Strength card pointing to the left, with the Empress pointing to the right. So if you just give it time, let him be, continue doing what you're doing right now in terms of continuing talking to him and stuff like that. You guys might hint, a little bit of romantic feelings towards each other, flirt a little bit here and there, but let it come naturally. Don't force it or don't overdo it, because if you do, it's going to go hard left, and then you're going to go backwards on this one. Otherwise, if you just kind of let it go, let the flow of the communication, let the relationship kind of grow, then you actually will actually create something very beautiful between the two of you. We have this Empress card here, pointing to the right, and so unlike the Three of Wands being in reverse, you have the Empress card pointing to the right, and you'll actually be able to actually maybe even develop some type of monogamous relationship with this person. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for letting me read your cards. Excellent. I'm glad. So that is going to be it for me tonight. I will give off 10 to 15 seconds right now. If you want me to, whoa, what time is it? Oh, are we like in, oh, did, was it daylight savings time or something? Because my clock just went back. But anyways, if you are here and you want to read right now, it's a $10 donation. I have 10 seconds left here before I log off. But thank you very much, everybody, for joining me tonight. It's been a much pleasure for doing all these reads. It was so much fun. I hope you do subscribe and watch out for my next live stream. And I'm not getting any other messages coming through right now. Nope, I don't have anything else right now. Okay. All right, with that was said, namaste, blessed be, and I hope everybody has a beautiful night and holiday. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much.